Today we are going to discuss about elements of music. So we will learn to describe the elements of music. We will mention some elements of music. We'll also explain each of these musical elements. Have you ever thought of how the music we hear has been put together? No, definitely no. Every music has been created through the conscious or subconscious consideration for some elements of music. Consciously, a composer creates music with skills acquired during a music training process, right? By subconscious, music can be created through inspiration or intuition. Any music created by any of these means must have some of the elements of music for the music to be structurally balanced or beautifully appealing to the ear. These things are the building block. They are the essential tools for creating a piece of music. What is elements of music? Elements of music are the basic components which a composer creatively combines to create a piece of music. Oh, now we have another term, a composer. Who is a composer? You see, every piece of music has been created by someone, and this person is a composer, right? Okay, it could also be known as the writer of the music. In some cases, they are known as the songwriter, or lyricist, or the composer, as the case may be. What are the elements of music? We have melody, harmony, rhythm, pitch and intensity, texture, timbre, form, lyrics, dynamic. Among the aforementioned elements of music, melody, harmony, and rhythm are the most important part that holds a piece of music. This means that the music may make no sense if any of them are absent or improperly used in any music. Although the others are secondary, they are also important, right? What is melody? Mm. The first thing that will come to mind is music or song. Well, that's not entirely true. In a melody, musical notes are designed to follow each other, one after the other, carefully to create a piece of music. Let's listen to the example of this melody. All right, that is the opening of Mozart's Sonata in C major. And looking at this melody, we see a lot of features in the melody. For instance, we see a note that extends for 2 beats, and see another one here, another one here, and we also see notes that lasted for just 1 beat here, here, and so on, here too, and so on and so forth. And if you look at the way the music moves, it moves up like a skip up, another skip up. So these are the distinctive feature of the melody, and it's leaped down all along like you see that the music contains several musical sounds of different note values, just like I have described, and different projections too. See, skipping up, skipping up two, and coming down a step, and all along like that. You want to create. Now let's see the second example here. That's take five. It's also a popular jazz piece. Let's see how it sounds. All right. Okay. Um, there are lots of things to be discussed in this melody. For instance, let's look at what happened within the melody structurally. See this guy being repeated again here and again here, and coming here we have a new arrangement as a form of turnaround. As a form of turnaround. All right. Now going back to the same arrangement, so we have it again, again, and again, and oops, and again. All right. So we have ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da. Again, now ba-dum, da-dum, ba-da-da-da-ba-dum, da-dum, ba-da-da-da-ba-dum, ba-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. Wow. So you see that pattern being repeated. So that is the motif being repeated, and all along like that. And of course, over here you have another arrangement as a form of turnaround into the motif again. So you have another one here and another one here. Oh, my 6 is awful. All right, so that is that. So you see that as now, what is the difference between a tune and a melody? But before we do that, before we answer that question, let's listen to this piece of music one more time so that you get what my explanation. All right. All right. So, what's the difference between melody and tune? Wow, this is a very good question, though they often used interchangeably, but they are not the same. The tune is an existing melody. It is a kind of melody that is known. It has been played or heard before. A tune could be from instrumental or from vocal music. Harmony. Simply put, several layers of melodies sounding together at the same time. Remember, several layers of melodies sounding at the same time. The other time we mentioned that melody is the succession of notes, musical notes, that makes sense musically. Now, when you have several, two or more melodies sounding together at the same time, then that is harmony. Though technically, when you don't call them melody, you call them part of voice. So part of voice is more appropriate here, not melody. Therefore, you say several layers of parts or several layers of voices. When you hear a succession of notes one after the other, that's a melody. Now, imagine you have two or more parts moving together at the same time, or two notes blended together to make a musical sense. That is harmony. So, harmony can simply be put as a simultaneous combination of two. It has to be two. It has to be two. So, when you're talking about harmony, you can't say one, but you can say two or more musical notes that sounds simultaneously. Right. Okay. So chord and triad are harmony related terms that will be discussed more clearly later. No, not in this video. All right. Now let's talk about these examples we have before us. The first example to actually talked about harmony with several parts. So let's look at it. Now, what do we have here? We have two parts. We have two parts here, one and the second one. When you look at them, consider them vertically. You see that you have two parts here, and you have one part, another one, and of course another one. You have four parts of four voices here, and the same thing goes on like that until we have three voices here, two on the third one, all along like that. Three voices to the end of the music. So this clearly explains the fact that we can have two parts or two voices, four voices, three voices. We can even have five voices, depending on the effect you're trying to create, of effect or the kind of weight you are trying to pull. Yeah. So let's listen to this and let's see how it sounds. Right. Several layers of sound compounding together there to form that. All right, now let's look at the other one. So in this case, it's just the opening of Mozart's Sonata in C major, and so alongside with the melody here, we now have an accompanying part, just an accompanying part. So we have two parts, one part and the second part. So we have the melody itself, and we have the accompanying part. All right. So another word now comes in accompaniment. So harmony, the we in harmony we usually have the we usually have the melody and other part, or an at least other part, which is usually accompaniment, which usually serve as accompaniment to the melody. So, but the most important thing is both the melody and the accompanying parts blends together and they move agreeably. to make harmonic sense. All right, let's listen to this. All right, I want you to bear with me because of copyright rule. All the sounds here are purely from MIDI, so please bear with me. All right, now let's go to rhythm. You see, every piece of music has a particular flow. The way the notes have been arranged in a piece of music is different from another. The rhythm of a piece of music is shaped by the way every note is sounded in time and space. This determines the beat pattern that run through a piece of music. All these features combine to create a special feel for the music. So the rhythm could help to say a lot about the music. Now let's look at this. We have a piece of music here, and let's look at how it goes. Pam 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 pam. Right. All right. Again, that's the opening of French national anthem. So you see that the music is laced with syncopation, and because of that syncopation, we're going to describe these terms later in our subsequent videos. Syncopation. All right, so the result of this shows that the music shows a feel of courage or pride, which make the music very suitable for a national song. All right, and let's see how it sounds. All right, all right. Now the second one is from Scherzo, the third movement of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. All right. Now just look at this. Now look at how the rhythms are structured. At a closer look, it sounds like a knock on the door. In this case, Beethoven creates the idea of this musical passage in the rhythm. Yeah. Therefore, the music progresses in the fashion of this rhythm. Any composer or any songwriter could craft out their work with the concentration for a particular rhythm. Let's see how it sounds. See how it sounds. It's a popular tune anyway. So like pa 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 like that. So the music flows. So you see the motif of the music runs through this passage like that. So kindly check for the part 2 of this lesson where other musical elements will be discussed. Thank you.